card's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic, the show where we draft our account from Bronze to Mythic, Karlov Manor edition. A bit of a delayed start thanks to our anti-sponsor Optimum Online. Whatever, screw them. Positivity. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the buttons. We're on the main account now. I got a pro tour to practice for, and we got some drafts to do as we get to explore the Clue-esque world of Karlov Manor. I can't say that word on YouTube. Look mad at me. So let's fire up our very first draft of the format. I did my format overview on the Bronze Mythic channel. We can go over like the signposts, stuff like that too. And let's fire up this draft and get ready to rock and roll. All right, let's rock and roll. Draft number 1 of the series. That card's good, right? That was pretty good. So, of course, we dropped our account for Bronze to Mythic. This is my very first draft of the format. And we open up a Vein Ripper. Don't need much to know of it. This card's pretty insane. 6 mana for a 6/5 flying ward, sacrifice a creature. Whenever any creature dies, you drain for 2. So, Super Blood Artist, 6/5 flyer. Obviously a slam dunk windmill slam first pick here. Vampire Assassin. Let's read the pack though. We got some good cards here. Of course, now these are now play packs, which is important to note. They're a different kind of booster. They have like more cards in them. So like we have 4 uncommons here. There's possibly you can have 2 rares in a pack. You can even have a double in a pack because it's like a wild card slot. That could be anything. But Gear Drake's pretty sweet. Pretty awesome build around. Nervous Gardener. But yeah, pretty. Just gonna slide the Vein Ripper and just go. Just get all the way in. Right here, right now, Vein Ripper. Good stuff. All right, we get past the pack with there's a rare here. We got a case of a locked hothouse. Of course, the new mechanic is cases. Kind of similar to Sagas, but not quite. When they come into play, they do something. Then if you meet a certain condition and solve the case at your end step, the solve condition turns on for the rest of the game, which is kind of cool. So this is pretty fun. Exploration and top card of your library, but definitely a little big here. We've got Outfitter, which is kind of a fun card that goes to get a Magnifying Gas Thinking Cap. Case the Burning Mash is a good solid removal spell here, which kills something, and then it might go off as a case. Drone Smith makes tokens. Orangutan. Cold Case Cracker is actually pretty awesome. This is my bomb in common for blue. My set review, just a super awesome and efficient flyer. I might just take the Cracker, actually. The case seems good, but it's double red, triple black. This card is just really solid, So let's rock and roll. So we get past back with Undercity Eliminator. This card's pretty awesome. 5 mana for a 3/3 on an ETBs, may sacrifice an artifact or creature. When you do, exile target creature opponent controls. Just like super awesome removal spell, sack a clue, sack whatever. And that's going to be our pick here, I think. Case the Flitch Falcon, kind of cool if we're doing a lot of artifact stuff. Galvanize, a very good removal spell also. So obviously a little sad that they take the red case, but I think this card's better than Galvanize anyway. So Undercity Eliminator is pretty great. Another Cold Case Cracker. This common is just such a good common. 3/3 flyer for 4. We got Phantom Monster with upside, but we got a Slimy Dual Leech here. 4 mana for a 2/4. Beginning of combat on your turn. Creature you control power 2 or less gets ++, and Death Touch on a turn. Pretty good card, honestly. But I think the Cold Case Cracker is just better, honestly. The card is really good. Gifted subs, McIntyre. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just taking the Cold Case Cracker. I think this card's just phenomenal. I would just play so many of his cards if possible. Leech seems pretty good, but for the most part, just Death Touch here and there. I think we're going to be a little more defensive anyway than aggressive, so take the Cold Case Cracker again. And look at these new split cards. We got Push and Pull, destroy a tap creature. And then Pull is put 2 creature cards in a single graveyard on the battle under your control. They gain haste and sacrifice them. This card's pretty awesome. Right? So these hybrid cards are interesting because they're split cards, but they can go into one deck. So you can just revert black, we can just cast both of these. This is pretty good. Just 2 mana to kill a tap creature, which is totally fine. And then 6 mana to maybe win the game. It's kind of fun. Let's try it. Let's give it a spin. We're trying things out here. Burnt Rope, thanks to the reset. Appreciate that. Also, Skidale, thank you. Clandestine Meddler is kind of an aggressive. This is a suspect card.
UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
3/2. It suspects your own stuff though, so it's a little more of a aggressive card. We got a Witness. We got the Orb. EDB top 4 cards of the library, 2 in your... Oh, this card's terrible. Super expensive. Bubble Smuggler's a Morph. Flotsam. You want a mill 3 card. Gas spell. I don't know what to take here. Let's take the split card, I guess. The split cards are also cool because they're insane with collect evidence. But mill 3 Investigate is like okay. And then Jetsam each opponent mills 3 cards and casts a spell from an opponent's graveyard. Yeah, it's probably not that good. But we got another dual leech here. We've got an Agency Corner. This is a 5 mana 3/6 sack creature with suspected draw. The Stuffler is a 4/4 for 5 EDB return equipment. It's obviously cute with the sacrifice the clue equipment. Some stick the dual leech though. It's not a 4-drop, but it's probably fine. We'll have you on 4 here, obviously. We got Repeat Offender. It's meant for a 2/1 with a little bit of upside. It's kind of cool. We got a Morph. Of course, Morph returns in the set as Disguise, which is a very big upgrade on the Morph mechanic.
My name is Guy Incognito.
And Ward 2, Morph. This one's pretty but this pack's pretty I'm gonna stick 2-drop. It's not particularly great, but alright. Toxin Analysis, pretty cool little trick. Rot Farm, Mortipede, another 4-drop. Whenever one more creature leaves your graveyard, it gets Menace and Lifelink. Just 4-drop. 4-drop city here. Fey Flight will give a thing hexproof, plus on flying. This card's kind of cool, but I'm going to take the analysis. So we got... Right now we're mostly black. We're black with 2 blue cards. It's not a bad place to be, honestly, when you've got this black rare. So the Agency Outfitter is a detective.
World's greatest detective.
That can go get a Magnifying Glass or a Thinking Cap. I don't even have those yet. Let's take the land. This is an interesting land. You can like tap a clue or tap a land for it. Corner or Automaton. Just like a cheap card here. We're pretty gunked up here on 4. Just take this 2-drop. So this is your like average, like, hand smoothing 2-drop. Pick your poison. And a last pick Outfitter. Okay. This is a weird card because it requires you to have a Magnifying Glass and or a Thinking Cap in your deck, which is kind of weird. So pack 2, we open up Connecting the Dots.
Still a piece of garbage.
I think this card's pretty bad. Just like so much needs to go right. It's modern day limited, folks. All the cards are good. You don't need to do this kind of thing. So not super great here. Not a lot of cards in our colors. You've got Curious Inquiry, which is a pretty interesting curiosity variant. Where it gets +1/+1 and makes clue every time. It's not bad, but like we're not particularly aggressive. So I'm not really very excited about this card. We got Lead Pipe, one of the clue equipments. Which also is not particularly great. Deduce is kind of cool. Just like 2 mana, draw a card. Investigate, which is like fine. Not super exciting. And then the Mortipede. Pretty bad pack for us, honestly. I'm going to take the Deduce. They were playing this Outfitter. And going to pack number 2, we see a Murder Most Foul. Bubble Smuggler. And Presume Dead. More scam stuff. But yeah, Murder's pretty easy pick here. Nice and simple, just 3 lines of text. Destroy target creature. Like it. Another Presume Dead. A Rod Farm Mortar. We got a Call Surprise Witness. This card is like not good, but Hustle and Bustle. Pretty awesome overrun, but obviously not really for us because we are not red or green. This pack's pretty bad for us, honestly. It isn't really a card that we're super excited about. Yeah, like I don't even know what to take here. Out Cold's like kind of interesting. Oh, you invest. This card investigates too. Oh, this card's pretty cool actually. I never saw investigates. This is your kind of like your tappy thing. You tap their stuff, but the fact that it investigates means you can use it defensively too, which is kind of nice for like a slower kind of control-y deck, which is kind of cool. This looks pretty sweet. Then we got Furtive Courier, 3/2. Whenever it attacks, you loot, and then unblockable sacrifice an artifact. It's like a fine card, honestly. Just 3/2 attacks and loots is fine. We got some rares here. We got double rares, World Soul's Rage, and kind of a fun X-Spell, and this weird 7-drop 4/4. Also our Granite Witness, which is a fine morph. I'm cool with that. I take this card.
I mean, it literally could be anyone.
Okay. All right. So we get past the Doppelgang. This card's pretty damn wild. This is a rare that it's obviously green, so we require a splash. But 5 mana, copy something. 8 mana, almost win the game. You get 4 total copies, 2 of each. And any more than that's insane. Have this card at the pre-release. Pretty wild card. Nothing else in this pack is really reasonable anyway, so I guess this card's pretty good. Let's say the Doppelgang. We have a thingy. Fixed thingy of a set's like not incredible, but Doppelgang's pretty damn good. So we can like be mostly black, blue, and then a little bit of green maybe. This pack is not great for us. We get kind of like this land, honestly. It's a disguise land, which is
I mean, it literally could be anyone.
kind of a cool one. And then when it flips up, you get to add mana of any colors. You get the mana back. This card's kind of cool. Let's play an extra land in our deck. I'm in. I freaking loved Zoetic Caverns back in the day. So another thoroughfare. We're not really cluing that hard. So this card's a little iffy, but like you just play this card on turn 2, right? You just tap a land or whatever. Burden to proof, Candlestick. Not very exciting. Unauthorized exit, whatever. Take the land. Okay. No more lies. Mana Leak returns. Another out cold. We're kind of like jammed up on 4, but this card's like fine, obviously. I don't think we'll play 2 of this card. We'll take it. And we got a Lead Pipe, Meddling Youths. White does seem a little open here, but whatever. I think our deck is pretty cool so far. Wouldn't mind, man, another Meddling Youths. Jeez. Wouldn't mind lowering our curve a little bit. I think that would be a nice place to be. Museum and Night Watch. Probably just taking a random morph, like, isn't the worst. Alright, second to last pick, rare. And a cancel. Pack 3. We're going to open up, ooh, a Forensic Gadgeteer. This is a pretty interesting one. So, demand it for a 2/3. Whenever you cast an artifact, investigate. And then your activated abilities cost 1 less. So all your clues cost 1. We're not playing that many artifacts, but even just a 2/3 that makes your clues cost 1 is like fine. And we have the 1 sanitation automation. Automaton, whatever. What else we got here? We got a bunch of gold cards you can't play. Another cold case cracker. Let's take the rare. Just like pretty good upside, you know. Like again, it might not make a clue, but it's just a 2/3. This is a 3 rare pack, by the way. Booster fun. We're in the booster fun era, folks. All right, we get past the pack with a Steam Core Scholar, which is 2/2 Vigilance Flyer for 3 that can draw 2 and you discard 2 or an instant sorcery or flyer, which is pretty good, honestly. Burden of Proof, Soul Innervation's a flash enchantment that gets -1/-4/-4. Whenever a creature card leave your graveyard, each opponent loses 1, you gain 1. This is interesting. I kind of like the removal spell. Like, this card does seem pretty good, but it just, like, we're not really discarding any spells that often. I'll take the rare. Let's take the rare. Bronze Mythic. We'll figure out what it does and learn it as we go. Another Murder's cool. There's also another Push-Pull. I think Murder's better, though, right? Murder. Deadly Complication, Private Eye. Another Deduce. I mean, Deduce is good with our tappy land things, so... yeah, I'm cool with Deduce here, I think. So it looks like we're just blue-black. We're going to play 2 public thoroughfares to splash our Doppelgang. And our branch can do it too. So let's take the Deduce. Undercover Croc Elf is like not great. Just an okay morph. It's some late game upside. Yeah, sure. Wouldn't mind. See, right now we're at... This is a spell. We're basically done. This is a pretty okay... 22 cards so far. Mana curve's a little higher than I would like, but I think overall this is reasonable. Repeat Offender's the 2/1, right? Reasonable overall. All right, folks, I want to remind you all, of course, if you like Bronze to Mythic and you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the channel, hit the button, folks. All right? Just hit that button, support the content, like, comment, subscribe. Every video you can, hit the like button. It really helps out a ton. Thank you so much. You're all freaking great. And what do we got here? We got Persuasive Interrogators.
You're saying it wrong.
6 mana for a 5/6 EDB. Investigate. Sack a clue. Opponent gets poison counters. It's expensive, but I'm gonna take the... Yeah, I'll take it. I was also this thing too. So, whatever. I'm not sure. We're figuring it out. You know, another Deduce. I mean, I think it's fine. We're not doing much on turn 2. Sure. Another Deduce. Let's see what we got here. We got Behind the Mask. Tell us what the time you face doom. The Candlestick is not very exciting either. It's okay. I mean, it's not like great. I don't think we're going to play it, but What's up, Soul? All right. Another Candlestick. Another Morph. Cerebral Confiscation, Mind Rot, or Coercion. Interesting. I think this card's awesome. Repulsive Mutation. I'm not going to splash it, but... Taper. So, we had to cut like one card here. Alright, so... Ah! Scranning the goat. Second to last pick, Private Eye is absurd. Detectives is the blue-white theme, and seems like a pretty good one, too, but... Alright, so... I would say I'm decently pleased with our deck here. Let's see. Obviously, it's the first like day or two, so draft is gonna be a little off. Hasn't collected enough data yet, but all right, it likes it. Almost 1,000. So let's hop up here, and we see we've got 24 cards. This is a Morph, Vein Ripper. We got 2 6-drops. Flotsam. We're playing Flotsam, Mill 3, Investigate. Is that card even good in our deck? I don't think so. The Deuce, Offender. This Candlestick's pretty bad, too. I don't want to play the Candlestick. This is 23. I mean, this is a Morph. 24. This deck might want 17 lands. Maybe around 18 lands because we have this thing. Yeah, we're not really doing any collect evidence stuff or any graveyard stuff, so I think that Flutsam's pretty bad. Push is still great. We're playing both of the Thoroughfares. And then I think we're just playing a lot of lands. Like, we have some big things to do. We've got freaking Doppelgang, Vein Ripper, Pull. We have things to do with our, we have like clues and stuff. We're pretty clunky. Also, a lot of 4s. Our mana curve is not exactly a great one. I think this is fine. So we're going to go just add in 2 Thoroughfares. Look at our lands. We've got 12 blue, 9 black. Obviously, we have the thing. Am I playing a Forest? I don't think so. I think 2 Thoroughfares for a super late game card's fine. We have a lot of card draw. The Branch can do it also. So, we're going to play 1 extra black. Because we have triple black here. Even though we have a little bit more blue. Some of our blue cards morph too. So, 1 extra Swamp. And that's going to be it. All right. Feels like a first draft deck. A little all over the place, but pretty high card quality. And let's get all set up here. All right, so if it's prediction time, folks, time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? Our very first draft in Karlov Manor. YouTube folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll to the comments, liking the video along the way, leave a comment, all caps, believer or non-believer. Twitch folks, place your bets. Let's rock and roll. Episode 1, Bronze Mythic. Also want to remind you all, this is important. Pile Driver pre-release is going to be this Saturday. It's tomorrow. Lots of fun, free to play for YouTube members, Twitch subs, in the Discord, all the information, and that's freaking great. So that's that. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. All right, so we got some believers and non-believers. We got to discuss our over-under, which is very, very important. So every Bronze Mythic, we set the line usually at 21.5 drafts to Mythic. That's usually our line. Our goal is to get the under. I'm gonna change it though. This is what we're gonna do from going forward. Whatever we made or didn't make in the prior season will make the over/under go up or down by 1. So for example, the over/under last season was 21.5. We didn't make it, right? We came in on the over. So we're gonna go up by 1. So the line this season is going to be 22.5. And you're going to all let me know, do you want the over or the under on 22.5 drafts to Mythic? And then if we make it, we'll lower it. If we don't make it, we'll go up again. So we're going to keep it kind of as a dynamic over-under. Hands great, we're going to keep. So what do you think? 22.5 drafts to Mythic, over-under. Let's hear it, folks. All right? It's also a Pro Tour set for me. And I'll be playing in the Pro Tour. There's a good chance I finish Bronze Mythic after the Pro Tour. We do half and half. But we'll see. So, we got the push-pull, deduce, forest. So I can play this now and just tap a land, or I can just deduce and then tap the clue. I like that a lot better. So I guess I go. We're going to finish after the PT, yes. Probably do half and half, I would assume. We're already starting late thanks to Optimum Online, so I leave at the PT in like a week and a half. So you got a Pro Tour to play, Karlov Manor, Pioneer Pro Tour, and drafts. We draw a card, we draw a Swamp. Nothing really to do here, so unfortunately we're not really getting any value off our this thing anyway. I'm just gonna play it. Tap the clue and say go.
Why don't you start investigating over here?
We draw a card, untap, play Cracker, play Leech. Hand's pretty good, honestly. Looking forward to casting Pull. Looks pretty fun. Bronze Mythic. Happy to be back, folks. Happy to be back. Appreciate everyone's patience when we were dealing with all these internet problems. It's been pretty awful. Juntron. Damn. And a face down card.
Ooh, disguises!
Okay, draw a card off our clue. Bach! Resub, thanks so much. Alright, out cold for days. Alright, so now it's important to note, folks, if you're a little bit less familiar with the morphs and stuff, the morph rule, quote unquote, is in effect for this set. That means that if your opponent has a morph card, they will never be able to beat another 2/2 in combat by unmorphing unless they have 5 or more mana. So if I play this 3/3 next turn, I can block this safely and I will not lose the combat. That being said, I played line already. 2, 4, or 3. Let me play the flyer. Let's play the flyer. The thing that makes this card so awesome is it's a great aggressive threat, but it's also a great blocker too. Where the biggest problem a lot of flyers in Limited have these days is if you have like some random 3/2 flyer for 4, it attacks pretty well, but when you're behind and you play it to block, it's really bad. This card being a phenomenal blocker as well as a good attacker is really, really good. Excellent, excellent stuff. Cold Case Cracker, my bomb and common for blue, probably the best blue common. I mentioned that in my set review. I think I nailed it. So, firing up a shadowy backstreet here, a new land that surveils. Got the new surveil lands, pretty exciting. A lot of colors from our opponent here. They're going to ban another surveil land. These are in like their own slot or something, so they're more common than they would be.
My name is Guy Incognito.
Another disguise card. We draw our Vein Ripper, cool. Fun thing about Out Cold is that it plays around the ward ability, which is cool. We're gonna Leech, I guess. Cassian disagrees. Alright, so beginning combat your turn, target creature you control, power 2 or less gets +1 +0 against that touch. Not really like the best card in our deck, honestly, just like a fine blocker. They've been trying really hard in Modern Day Limited to make it so the creatures are the best commons. You know, usually back in the day, if it just like whatever the Doomblade or Lightning Bolt was the best common in you know a random kill spell. But now you get creatures that are so good, like they're better than removal spells, which is kind of awesome. Like I think Cold Case Cracker is probably a better card than Murder, which is a weird thing to say, but just having a creature for 2 for 1 is better than some random kill spell when all the cards are really good. Another morph.
I'm going to be a master of disguise.
And, yeah, sure. Army of Morphs here, not very impressive. We draw Doppelgang. All right. Doppelgang, I am ready. So, our goal is to get to 8 mana. Very, very simple. I actually kind of like just firing up an Out Cold here, making a clue and tapping some stuff. We're not casting Murder, obviously, and then we're not going to do anything else. I'm going to draw some cards. So, yeah, let's just Out Cold. Now, it's funny here, bit of a shell game, right? So, when you're playing a bunch of Morphs in play, you got to figure out, like, okay, well, which ones are actually important? Typical heuristic from cons was the first morph was like the shitty combat morph, a morph you want to just attack and block with, and the second one has good abilities. Although it's important to note in this set that the morphs are a lot different than in Cons of Tarkir, where they aren't really size based. So in Cons of Tarkir, the more it does itself. This card's insane. This card's really good. In Cons of Tarkir, there were a lot of just like generic 5 mana flip up a 4/5 or a 5/5 or a 5/5 trample or a 4/5 trample or a 3/4 fly. There's a lot of sizing on the morphs where it was just sort of like, what is this? What is this? We're going to see a Nervous Gardener. Just block and garden. Sure. Okay. That's not really the case in this set. A lot of the morphs in this set are like this card, like Nervous Gardener, where it's like some smaller ability, but just has some ability when it flips up, and they unmorph for cheap, like 2 or 3 or 1, but they never size up on you. So much less sizing in the morphs in this set, many more abilities and things like that too. So these are tap, these are stun, which is great. Take a sip of my water while y'all get some hype. Who's hype for Bronze Mythic, huh?
Make a little noise here, huh?
There we go. Hype in chat. This game's going very well for us. Opponents kind of just like play some tutus and not much else. Really powerful enchantment and constructed. In limited, we'll see. Because this card is this is our first build around for 10 new brews. Of course, if you follow my main channel, 10 new brews is up, set reviews are up. Really cool cards. So whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, leaves the graveyard, make a plant. So collect evidence, so on and so forth. Also played a Scoundrel, 3/3 Death Touch for 3. Sure. So we didn't draw a land, unfortunately, which we really want to do. So you want to make land drops for Doppelgang and Vein Ripper. I might just draw a card and kill this with the murder. Just get in for 6. And just kind of keep the train going here. Yeah, then we might be able to push pull it later too. Let's just draw a card. Just draw a card to start. Let's draw a card, try to find a land. We missed. We draw Steam Core Scholar, which is actually not bad here. Because I could just, like, we really, really want to draw land and keep making land drops for Doppelgang. Alright, we're going to do that. So let's just move to combat. In combat, your turn, creature power 2 less gets to. We'll pump this up and attack. Without a trade, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So let's pump here. We'll attack. I think trading here is totally reasonable. Our hand's juice, just trade, keep the board clear. So it's fine. Still getting it in the air. Now we'll play our Scholar. And probably discard the out cold, the push pull. We draw land, cool. Toxin Analysis. Death Touch and Lifelink. Push pull kills a trap creature. It might actually be the analysis. This is like a trick that's not really necessary for us. I don't want to keep these. These are all really good. So sure, discard the analysis. Play if you guys need a land. If we're just looking at land drops and say go. Whoa! Smelly Tunic gifted subs. Thanks so much. You're great. Appreciate it. Welcome to Pile Drivers, folks. That's land number 7 for them. They have 3 cards in hand. 2 morphs. Could be anything. There's a really big red-green morph. It's like a 6/7 reach. We have murder though, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, we're just chilling to get the tappy things. Push pull. Nice little grindy blue-black deck here. Can't cast Vein Ripper just yet, but I don't even, man, if we play Vein Ripper and then copy it a few times, woo, boy. Thanks, Smelly, I appreciate it. Alright, they just say go. We don't draw a land, unfortunately. I think we're going to out-cold, though. And just, like, make a clue and draw a card again. I think one of these is the 6/7 reach. So just, like, preempt it. Just do this, I think. Just go 1/2. Again, out-cold, pretty cool here, playing around Ward. And then, obviously, making a clue is great. We'll sack the clue, draw a card. You know, when your opponent passes with 3 cards in hand and a bunch of mana up, with morphs in play, they're very likely to be wanting to flip. It's going to be important as a limited player of a set to kind of figure that out, you know? Alright, so we're going to attack. We discussed the new kind of packs in the draft portion itself. It honestly feels a little more like March the Machine, or it's just like a lot more rares. The overall power level is higher, but it's not like they have rares and you don't. You know, just both players have more rares. The average deck is just better, which is pretty fun, honestly. So, all right, so we're stuck on lands. They play a Lamplight Phoenix, which is a phenomenally good card. 3/3 flyer for 3. Whenever it dies, you may collect evidence 4. If you do, return it. As a reminder, collect evidence means that you may exile cards from your graveyard with mana value of that number, and that's how you pay this cost. So they can do that, and it's obviously very good with the roots too. So.
What more evidence do we need?
So it's kind of interesting. I kind of want to play this. Oh, that's bad, actually. If I pull them out of the graveyard, this thing triggers also. Yeah, it's pretty good with the roots, obviously. We draw a land. Kind of wish I had that freaking that tappy card back again. Maybe I used it too early. They're at 6. So we're you're 1 short of killing them. We can just freaking play the Vein Ripper though, probably. Like, they only have 1 card left, so I'll just play the Ripper. So we'll play Ripper. We're just gonna attack with a 3/3. If they want to trade, they'll drain, and they can get it back. But I think we're just fine at that point. We get a clue. Yeah. So important to note, these split cards count as both costs in the graveyard for collect evidence. So these guys are kind of cool in that regard. Let's crazy to play Doppelgang and Triple Black in the same deck. We can guess both of them, so whatever. Right? So Ripper triggers, drain for 4. This card is just busto. Just completely busted. So they exile both creatures, get their thing back, get some thingies. But I have this double Blood Artist in play. If they can't kill this, the game completely ends. I'm sorry. If they do kill this, the ward is sack a creature, so they die. And if they kill this, it dies also, so they drain 2. So yeah, so they're super dead on both triggers, on both sides of the ball.
Game.
Good start. Not too shabby. So let's get right to our next game. Remind you that we're brought to you by...
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right. Deduce, Cracker, Murder, Ripper. Slam, dunk, keep.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Barman, reset, thanks so much. Forest. All right, we deducing. This card's cool. I like this card a lot. As a big Think Twice fan, this card is just like a much better Think Twice. Tunnel Tipster. Look at this little guy. Look at him. It's a mana creature, but it also gets bigger when morphs. Kind of cool. We draw a Branch of Vitu-Ghazi and Automaton. We're gonna morph here. Let's play our own disguise creature.
Nice disguise, by the way.
So 3 to flip, and it gives 2 mana, and it taps for mana. So it's actually a ramp spell too. So you give us 3, 4. Yes, we could. Yeah. So yeah, we have all blue here too. Or should I cast the Cracker? This is a little weird actually. That just didn't go here. So this is like your basic limited 101 thing, right? We got an opponent with 6 cards and 4 mana. They just say go. We got to talk, right? It's like, okay, alarm bells should be going off. Why do they have 6 mana and didn't play anything? So I don't remember what counterspells in this format. There's a mana leak kind of card. We could be inclined to maybe try and play around that. I don't recall about any flash creatures. It's only our first draft. So this thing does not ramp the turn you flip it, but it's ramped because you're adding a land to the battlefield beyond your normal land drop, which is pretty cool. But all we have is blue though. So there's a blue-green counter. Yeah, I think we're going to just chill here. We're just going to attack for 2 and play the Automaton and leave up our clue. So, again, and this is a spot where, like, your average player will just cast a 4-drop here and not think twice about it. You shouldn't be the average player. Right? You should take a second and think about it and be like, all right, why are they doing this? What's going on? They kept 7 cards. Why this thing got all this mana up? So, play the Automaton. Resolves. We're going to surveil 1. We see Forensic Gadgeteer. It's probably better than a random. We kind of want some black mana for our Vein Ripper, honestly. So we cast an artifact spell, you investigate. This is the only artifact in our entire deck. And then this makes clues. I was a bit in this, I think. I don't think it's particularly great. It's like a fine card, but like it's not great in our deck. So flip that. And then we're going to say go. Looking for black mana for Murder and Vein Ripper. This thing can help with that too, but so they did nothing end step. So now it's important to note that when you have a read like that, or so I think, okay, I think they have a counterspell or they have something weird's going on here, but then they didn't flash in a creature or play a card draw spell or something like that. It makes it even more likely they have a counterspell because your goal as a Magic player is you're trying to figure out your opponent's hand. You're making a checklist of like all the things they could have, right? And once they don't play a flash creature or an end step card draw spell, that crosses that off the list, and now eliminate the impossible, whatever possible, whatever's left remains, whatever Spock stuff. It's even more likely to be a counterspell. So do nothing again with 5 mana. Again, super, super weird. Definitely very suspicious. We're gonna play a swamp, and I think we just jam again. They want to trade Automaton for Tunnel Tipster. I'm all about it. So we're gonna attack. Definitely not casting Vein Ripper. That's for damn sure. They're going to block here. All right, so it looks like they're going to get blown out by a trick. So we had a defensive pump spell here, which often gets blown out. There's a bold block, too, because we played our 5th land. This could size up as a morph, but again, there isn't much sizing. So, all right, so we were right. We're so smart. Look how smart we are. Obviously we're playing in bronze, but so they had a counter spell. It was Repulsive Mutation. which is a counter spell and a pump spell, and they're going to get blown out here. So this is, again, we're going to point out our opponent's mistakes, not to make fun of them, so you don't make the same mistakes we learn. This is a pretty poor use of this card, right? Because playing defensive pump spells like this, it makes you get blown out. Where, not even sure what the morph is anyway, but like all the mana is open and all your mana is not. So now you get to 2-for-1 them, attack for 2, and not only did we get to blow them out 2-for-1, but they wasted a bunch of mana on the 2 prior turns, which is huge for your development in a game of limited. So again, not making fun of our opponent, but I got to point at the mistakes so you can learn and not make the same mistakes. So now we're in phenomenal shape. We played around the counter spell. We got a nice little 2-for-1. We're going to see oh, hi, Cassie. How are you, dude? Oh, dude, nice shirt. Nice shirt. It's a Zuccarello shirt. Oh, it's green. Oh, he's a ghost baby. He's a ghost baby.
Well, you can still see Zuccarello.
Ah. All right, so now we drew a land. We could flip and play Vein Ripper while we're tapped out, right? Because we add this would turn. Oh no, we can't. This would turn 3 mana into 2 black. So just play land, play Cracker, and just go. Everyone say hi to Cassian. I didn't attack yet. All right, we're distracted. We're good though. It's all good, y'all. Yes, our hamster's name is Zuccarello, and Cassian loves Zuccarello.
We have a hamster.
So we got him a Zuccarello. Yeah, no, yeah, he's living the quiet life. He's not a mascot. He's just living a quiet life. So all right, take it back.
All right, yes.
All right, so they play a Culvert Ambusher, just face up. I think this is important to note. You don't have to morph your morphs, right? I think playing this face up is often correct as a 4/5. You don't have to morph it. Just play it. You know, it's pretty cool. Battle reset. Thanks so much. All right, so
Oh, and something about that card. It says it blocks this turn if able. It doesn't say it blocks that.
Right, yeah, this thing can block. It makes it so
I learned that during
the creature blocks anything if able, and other things can block too. So that's important to note. So let's just cast our Vein Ripper, right? We'll just go. So we're gonna play a land. Gonna flip this this thing over and make some black mana. So make black. Cast Vein Ripper, and we're just gonna jam. Big boy. So we get to filter our mana, get another land, just awesome. We got Murder and Cracker next turn. Play a morph.
My name is Guy Incognito.
Play another morph.
Nice disguise, by the way.
And I think they're just dead, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. The hard-hitting questions. They're going to fight and kill my 3/3. I get a clue. I drain them. Yeah, I think we're good to go here. So attack for 6 in the air. Okay, I can just murder this. Just murder this. Whatever. We're good to go here. Murder. They drain for 2, and now they're never dead. So this thing kills so fast. Oh my. So now we attack and they have to block and they take 4 more. Yeah. All right. So that game was a really good lesson, I think, because a lesson both in reading your opponent's hand and a lesson in like mana development. So in the lower levels, it's much more common for people to play into a counterspell like that or just kind of cast their spells. At the higher levels, though, leaving out a counterspell like that is just so obvious. It's a death knell because your good player will never cast a spell into that really, really obvious trap. And because you did that, your opportunity cost is wasting so much mana and so much development. So definitely a good game. Ooh, Flashjack. Is this Jakob? Jakob? My teammate from Worlds and PTs. Unfortunately, he's off the train at this point. But Jakob's a good dude. I miss Jakob. All right, so our hand's good. We can keep this. This is a Pro Tour level match here in bronze. This is Jakob. All right, so yeah, Branch of Vitsugazi. Should I play a land? Say go. What's up, Chrome? Not yet. No. It's possible it's not Jakob, but that is his name. So. All right, so we draw Repeat Offender, playing 2 drop here. So we have the option of playing the card draw spell, but you almost always want to play your creature and just get on the board and do your thing.
U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
All right, so your face down card. Let's see here. We could play Scholar, discarding there's not many spells I want to discard though. Honestly, I'm still playing Morph, I think. Although, limiter ETB sacrifice an artifact or creature. We're kind of inclined to want to get an Investigate in play too. Let's check. So let's attack first, see if they want to block or not. Let's start there. All right, so no block. So this Morph's important. There's the the Boros Morph flips into two 1/1 tokens. Pretty good card, honestly. So it could be a thing there. Again, I don't really want to discard a spell to this thing. I guess discarding the Deduce is like kind of just like casting it. Sure, just cast the thing, whatever. Cast Scholar. So EDB, draw 2. Let me discard a spell, or flyer, or 2 cards. We have a lot of lands here, but we kind of want a lot of lands in this deck. I'm going to discard the Deduce. Not discarding 2 lands, so sure. Discard Deduce. And we can morph the Vitugazi. We got the Outcold. This card's really good. Getting the Clue is like pretty clutch. And this thing taps a artifact or lands. Tap for 2. No blocks. And
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
alright, Lightning Helix it is. It's pretty good. We're going to attack for 2 again. Yeah, I don't think we're trying to try and block this. I should keep attacking. Even though now we're losing the race, I think it's still fine. We have this thing too, so let's play this. We're just going to morph. We can't play a tap land, unfortunately, but we're going to play this morph and just play a land.
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Alright, so they attack. Do I want to block here? I think I'm inclined to block. They can't win the combat. This isn't that important. Yeah, sure, let's block. What do you got, friend? Fuss! Fuss and Bother. Put plus and counter each. That was actually a really good exchange for us, honestly. That's great. So, and they have no land. Also, we get to deduce. Draw a card. Play this land. Tap the thingy. Attack for 2. And just crack. Actually, we're going to hold the Clue for the Eliminator, I think. We do have the Out Cold as well, but... Alright, so in for 3. Comes the buffed up morph. Play a Seasoned Consultant. So the Boros theme is attack with the 3 or more things, battalion. Do I want to draw a card off this Clue, or do I want to just eliminate the Consultant? I could also just Clue and then Out Cold next turn. I kind of like I just draw a card and Out Cold. Alright, sack this thing and draw a Cold Case Cracker. Wow, that's a big one. We draw the Persuasive Interrogators.
World's greatest detectives!
I'm in. ETB Investigate 5/6. This card's good. And now, every time we sack a Clue, they get 2 poison counters, which is like relevant, not irrelevant, you know. So poison kill is certainly possible. We have 1 Clue here, 1 Clue here, 1 Clue here, you know. Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna get bound up here. They can attack for 4. Sure. All right, so we'll just play. We'll just eliminate the morph. I think they play a land, or we can play Vein Ripper. I think we just kill a morph. We play Ripper and they kill it. We actually like start to fall behind pretty far. We'll just kill this. So we have Ward. We can sack this thing and exile this. Exile. Sack artifact creature. Exile creature opponent controls. Let's do that. Pay the ward. Alright, so let's sacrifice the Clue. Target the face down creature. Pay the ward.
Okay, sir, you're free to go.
Good. I got a hot date tonight. Odd date. Dinner with Fred. Dinner alone.
It was a defense rated Phantom. So a big dumb flyer. They could have chased us out on us. Could have stolen the game. So I like that. Here's line number 5. We see a Griffonaut Tracker. Flyer that exiles cards in the graveyard. It's fun. We're currently at now we're at 8 mana, right? We can play the Cracker and the Out Cold. Yeah, I'm in. We're gonna hold the Ripper because we just don't need to play it yet, honestly. We just have better things to do, so just do this. Taparoo, lock him up. Attack. Play the Cracker and say go.
Got some sharp elbows. I like that.
Next turn, Vein Ripper Morph. So mana efficiency is key here. Yeah, not exactly equal footing here for 4 mana flyers. This is more of like a crappy old back in the day card. 3/2 flyer over 4 doesn't block very well. Marginal ability. Whereas this card's unbelievable. So exile some more cards, whatever. That's totally fine. And now I think this game is pretty much over. We get to play our Vein Ripper and attack. And Galvanize. Sure. Get another clue.
And I'll find you. No, you won't.
Alright, so Vein Ripper. And
Jesse, release us!
attack for a bunch and say go. 3-6. Yeah, so we'll just... We didn't play a land yet. I guess we'll just fine. We'll just say go. 3, 6, 7, 8. I guess, like, if they had some way to remove this, and yeah, they don't. That works. Works for me. Sorry, Jakob.
Blouses.
Sorry, bud. All right. It's fine. We can keep this. We got Deduce, Flyer. Deck's cooking pretty so far. Yeah, definitely pretty good. All right, so a little clunky, but reasonable. Ugin der Gustadash. Alright, so we're gonna just deduce. This card's been great. Like this card a lot. Ah, fellow Chucker, eh? Get a clue. Alright, so we're gonna go land. We could Scholar and discard the Analysis. We could also play the Witness face down. I think we Scholar. I think discarding the Analysis is fine. This card's not very good in our deck, honestly. Like, Death Touch is not particularly useful in with our flyers and stuff, so. Alright, we draw a Vein Ripper, which is awesome, obviously. So just discard this, say go. Build up to our Ripper. This card's pretty dumb. Getting hard carried by the Ripper, huh?
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Okay, we draw a Thoroughfare. Pretty good draw, actually. We get to attack for 2, and just play the Morph and play the Thoroughfare, tapping our things. This has been awesome interaction. The Thoroughfares with the clues has been awesome. Tap the clue, play a Morph of our own,
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
and say go. Got Sharp-Eyed Rookie.
Worst criminal offenders are pursued by the detectives of the Major K Squad.
Really good card. 2/2 vigilance for 2. Play a bigger thing. You investigate it and grow it. Card's excellent. And they have blue up and a clue. I'm kind of inclined to just out cold here, honestly. Yeah, just do it. Like, just tap these things. With having the investigate tacked onto it's pretty awesome. It's like you don't mind just casting it. It's card neutral anyway. They're going to Fey Flight the Sharp-Eyed Rookie. This gives it flying and hexproof. I'm more than happy to trade with this, obviously, for attack. Don't think it's a particularly effective play because I'm still happy to trade. Like and now it would just be a 2-4 in our favor anyway. So not really a great use of the card, I don't think. Case of the Trampled Garden. So we have our case here. When it ETBs, put 2 plus encounters among creatures you control. To solve this, creatures have power 8 or greater, so end of turn it'll solve. And then when it solves, whenever you attack, but a counter creature gives a trample. Really good card. Very, very powerful case card. Luckily, they're not there yet. Creatures you control have total power 8 or greater. Yes, 7. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I'm a little scared here because they have his mana up still to just jam the Rippers. I might just play the Interrogators. They have this 4/3. We can jam our Morph too. It would trade. So, and trading is like pretty insane here. So, let's jam with the Morph. And we'll just play the Interrogators. We're going to play Interrogators because in case they have something going on here. This card's still really good to play anyway, but safer. This card's so good. Alright, so here comes our Morph. Being very, very sneaky. Alright. I think this might get counterspelled. We'll see, though. Here's your Interrogators. Are we plowing the road for our Vein Ripper or nah?
That went on. My first suspect.
Alright, so it resolves. So we have 3 clues now. And whenever a clue gets sacked, they get poison counters. Kind of cool. They crack their own clue. Awesome. It's also just a freaking 5/6, which is pretty good too. This card's great. Like a 5/6 that investigates for 6, just like would be fine by itself anyway. They got a maze, do a little surveilling. You get the Simic sleeves too. Look at this. Look at this. And we're gonna play and locks it on Eavesdropper.
You know how you can tell it's a clue? Because it's a clue.
Attack for 4, sure. And now they are most tap out. And it's now we can jam. They solved their case, but now they can jam the Ripper. And I think we're in great shape. So let's play a land, play Ripper. We can't flip. We can play attack with our 5/6 though. So here's the old Vein Ripper. Just getting in. Opponent's reading the Vein Ripper and not going to be very happy about it. Pretty hard for a blue-green deck to interact with, honestly, too, so. It's nice to open a good rare sometimes, you know? It feels good. All right, so now they're at 7 life points. Seven lands, 7 life points. They do have the solved case here, which is a thing for sure.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids.
So, crack the clue, pump the Eavesdropper. Cycle a Topiary Panther. Looking to collect some evidence, maybe? It's a possibility.
What more evidence do we need?
Crime Stopper Sprite, collect evidence. So, they're going to tap the Ripper. This requires them to sacrifice a creature, though. And they're gonna, wow, they're getting, oh my god. They're getting in, folks. That's bold. That is some decisive action. Alright, so we're going to double block. This is a pretty significant attack, honestly. Just double block this thing. And, like, obviously 2 things die. They're just dead. Yeah, so. Still dead on board. A valiant effort, but 2 things die. Triggers twice. They go to 1. And now I attack and they just block and it's dead. I just draw cold, too. Sure. Either way. Doesn't really matter. This is cool too, I guess. But it didn't need it. We attack a bolt, they have to block and they die. So someone would die no matter what anyway. Yeah, cards. It's silly. All right. Probably one of the best rares in the set. All right, we get it. I'm very, very lucky. All luck, no skill, etc., etc. Oh boy. Okay. There he is again. Snapkeep. Yeah, Toxic Analogous is just not great, but whatever. Our deck's not perfect for sure, but it's solid. Alright, so. Alright, so it's Sig out. Got our Deduce all set up. One's got some Lord of the Rings swamps. And a Neighborhood Guardian. Every other creature power 2 less EDBs under your control. Creature control is supposed to play. It's just a nice little aggro 2-drop. The black-white theme is this, like, creature's power 2 or less EDBing theme. So we draw a push-pull. I don't hate that. Alright, let's play Lance and go. We're just going to crack this clue. Our hand's a little slow, but. What's up, Trevor? Thanks for the reset. Appreciate it. We could just cast this removal spell, too. They're going to cast Fairy Snoop face up as a 1/4 flyer. Don't ever do this, basically. There's not really any big analysis to make. Just don't ever do this. It's just, you want to morph it and possibly gain some value. Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe a misclick. I don't even know what happened there, but sure. Let's draw off our clue. I did a signpost video, yes. It went up a little later than planned because of the internet problems, but so we're just gonna untap and we're gonna draw a branch of Vitu-Ghazi. I guess we'll just play that. I kind of wanted to push the Guardian, but that gives us no solid no plays. So just do this. Play around Disguise and say go.
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Got the analysis ready to go too. So this thing again does not ramp us, but does fix us, and it doesn't ramp us in the short term, but it ramps us in the long term. So once you flip it, we get extra land in play. So kind of cool. Got the analysis, 2 6-drops, removal spell, out cold. Out cold doing a good job buying time for our 6 drops, which is pretty cool also. Okay. Wisp Drinker Vampire. This is the signpost uncommon for black-white. You can see here, whenever another creature power to us, ETB is drained for 1. So obviously a pretty powerful card. This is going to pump up something, which is fine. We could just block an analysis, honestly. We're not going to do that, so. But now I want to push pull this thing. Maybe I do just block an analysis. The thing is, like, it's not a great. This card just trades for itself. It just can't trip. I got to block. I think because our hand is so good, I want to use the removal spell on the vampire, or just like block. Just block. This is not like great, but it's also just like card neutral. Just like take our 2 life, take our trade. Our hand's great. Just keep playing, you know. That was a good draw also. So now I can play a Morph here, and I can push pull on his next turn. Yeah, this is all fine.
Nice disguise, by the way.
So Sig up. They attack for 3. Might drain for 1 maybe or something like that. We draw a card, untap, and we get to push pull, out cold, play a 6-drop. Hand's pretty good with these bombs in our hands. No reason to trying to get into a racing scenario. You know, it's all about who's the beatdown. You know, do you want the game to go long or the game to go short? We want the game to go long. All right, so 15. This is kind of your average size morph. There aren't a lot of these in a set, and it's kind of mediocre. You know, it's kind of only okay. Here's a Granite Witness. They are coming in pretty hot in the flyers. Draw land. I think we're going to out cold and push here. Just kill this thing and then tap 2 flyers. I like that a lot, actually. I could just play that Cracker, I guess, actually. Let's start by attacking. So now, they're not going to block here. We could flip this, right? And make an Investigate token. The problem is, that might seem okay. It's a tempo black hole. It means you waste our entire turn. Don't add to the board. The clues and greats were behind anyway, so definitely not a good idea. So now we want to either play Cracker and push pull the Vampire, or we could just tap these things. We want to add to the board. Basically, your heuristic should be, if it comes down to the question of do I want to add to the board, or do I want to not add to the board? The answer is almost always yes, you should add to the board. So now we're at 15, looking pretty good. Obviously, this card is just a phenomenal blocker. That's why this card's so good.
World's greatest detectives!
Here's an island. Obviously, you're very, very happy to trade. If the question is, do I want to add from the board or remove from their board? It depends. You know, it's when to play a blocker or removal spell is a really important question. You know, playing a blocker is often better because you can trade a lower value card rather than a high value removal spell, but runs afoul of them having a removal spell. Ooh, what is this? Due Diligence. ETB, pump a creature, and pumps the creature itself. That's a pretty big attack. All right, sure. That's not good, honestly. It's an attack for 8. We have out cold here, which is nice, but Warrior Reset, thanks so much. Don't love it. Now we got to fire up his out cold for sure. And an Offender. All right, so we draw the deuce. Crap. Honestly, that was pretty nasty. I don't think this card's like particularly great, but it's pretty aggressive. All right, so they have 2 cards left. We'll tap both of these. Yeah, we'll just say go. We're gonna deduce and out cold. Can't even counter it, so no worries there. Esper Flyers. They can suspect this to give it menace and then pump it, but it's not like the most exciting.
Suspect is hatless. Repeat, hatless.
What do you think, friend? Combat step. Tapperoni. Everybody chill. It's an investigator. Oh no, opponent. Oh no. There are lies, actually. Can't be countered. Can't be countered.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Yeah. It's alright. Mistakes happen. Brand new set. It's even pink, you know? Alright, so that was very, very bad for our opponent, obviously. Here comes the repeat offender. Okay. And they're going to...
U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
They're going to suspect this, so he can't block it as menace. We're obviously stoked to block here, so... Totally fine trading at this light total. And then, yeah, so they're going to kill the elf, which is the crocodile, which is fine. Our hand's pretty juiced. We have a scholar, the pervasive guy. We draw a sanitation automaton. I mean, they don't untap this turn. It's a little scary when they do untap those. They are some pretty big flyers. But let me just play the interrogators and attack. Alright, take up. These are a little scary here. They do have, you know, 2 big flyers in play. So, thankfully, it's 6 power, not 7 power. So, they like, sneak and attack and they won't be able to get us too bad. We have Scholar. Nothing really to discard, though. So, this card's kind of cool in Phoenix. Discarding a Phoenix or a spell. Pretty awesome. In the tank. Remember, folks, first time hit that follow button. For watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content, folks. If you enjoy Bronze and Mythic, enjoy my show, I appreciate that very, very much. And I would love for you to support the content. Okay, so we draw an Eliminator, which is very, very good here, obviously. They just say go. Kind of a weird spot, because, like, they could have played something maybe and didn't. Another counterspell would be kind of an issue. So we're gonna cast this first because I want to know. I want to know about if it's gonna resolve or not to make my plays. Usually you attack first then player spells, but in this case the counter spell is the thing we're scared of. So let's cast the Eliminator and see what happens. And really, really hoping I don't have a counter spell because that would be really bad. One Undercity Eliminator.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp, Lord.
In the tank, it resolves. So we're going to sacrifice a clue and try and kill their Snoop. Would have been a good no more lies, yeah. Alright, sack this. 2 poison counters for you, my friend. This card looks silly because, like, you're probably never going to poison them. But it's actually just really good. Just a 5/6 that might win the game also. But, like, a 5/6 investigation is solid. So that worked, which is huge for us. Now I get to jam. Coming in. Lots of drafts today. Lots. Optimum internet screwed me up really bad the last 2 days. We got to make it for lost time. So coming in. They have a Slice from the Shadows. They're going to kill my Cracker, make another clue. Oh, man. They're only hastening their own doom. You're 10. Oh, Doppelgang's insane with this card because the ability stack, too. All right, tie for 3. And a Curious Cadaver. That's actually pretty scary. We draw a Ferret. That's actually a pretty good draw. The Gadget here makes all of our clues stack for 1. The problem is, of course, we are dying here. So they do have flyers in play. We are dead on board currently. So we need to play with Steam Core Scholar for sure. And start there. Just start here. Yeah, we're a little short. We have Gadget here. This makes a clue also, but Out Cold. No, we drew Out Cold, but we didn't draw another land. Crap. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I'm gonna discard the Vein Ripper. I think Out Cold's better here. I could discard 2 cards also, but we're gonna play the Gadget here. We're going to attack for 8. We have a flying blocker, obviously. They have 1 card left. We are certainly dead to things, but... I'm just discarding the Ripper. I don't think it's relevant this game. Either we're going to poison kill them, or we're going to tap their stuff and win the game. Looks silly, but let's attack. One card in hand. We could definitely lose this game. Any removal spell and we're dead. They have bounce spell. It's very bad for us also. They have been getting priority, which is very, very bad for us. So, yeah, I think we're probably dead here. I think they're going to bounce this and they're going to kill us. All right. Here's a Gadget here. All right, they got us. They cheesed us out with the that due diligence turn was the real kick, was the real stinger. Just took so much damage. We decided to a list card too. This is a Consign to Oblivion. All right, that's a bummer, but can't win them all obviously. So is what it is. All right. Hand sucks. Keep. Basically. All right, land go. We got a morph, a couple out colds. Blue-green again. So many blue-green decks. Interesting. Here's a Hedge Whisperer.
You disappoint me, detective.
This can make a land into a 5/5 if you collect evidence. Very strange card, but it is an 0/3, which is a pretty good stat line of a set. We draw a 2-drop, obviously. Tilt. Here's a go. Pro Tour format is Pioneer and Draft. So the format you're watching right now and Pioneer. Here's a Project Inspector. ETB. I'm sorry. Whenever this or Detective ETBs Wars turn face up. Speak words. You may loot. Sure.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
We're just going to tap here. Just like, it's not great, but we have nothing else to do. Get our clue, attack for 2, slow them down a little bit. Kind of get going. Get! First time chatter. Say JD, now that's your first draft. I'm informing your opinion. What do you think of the state of draft is with play boosters? Probably fine. It's very kind of March of the Machine-esque. We're bad drawing swamps, yeah. Here's a surveillance monitor. This is a ETB, make collect evidence 4, make a Thopter. Discard a land.
Waka waka.
I'm good. Am I good? Lose my voice now. It's great. Good time to lose my voice. 3/3. It's pretty good. We can go morph and deduce here. I mean, we can attack. This is like the real. This is the real morph test where it's just sort of like, all right, you have 5 mana, just don't block. You know. That being said, like there aren't that many size morphs. This is a pretty good bluff if we didn't have it, but. All right, so in for 2. We're going to witness face down. And then we're going to just play Deduce and say go. Kind of keep our ball rolling. The Shuffle Up and Play I was on. So if you missed it, I was a guest on... Actually, you haven't seen it yet. I was a guest on Shuffle Up and Play. That's the Tulane Community College show. With Cedric Phillips and Patrick Sullivan. We played a game of Commander. It was tons of fun. I think it goes up in like a week. I think it's like this coming Monday maybe, or in 2 weeks. A week from Tuesday has been called. So no, you don't want to flip there. As I said earlier, you get it for 5 and make a clue. If they kill it or bounce it, now you are completely off the board. And again, Magic these days is all about getting on the board. You can always flip it later. We're in no rush to flip it. Just keep making land drops, keep developing our board, keep going. We could actually block here. Block and flip. I like this a lot, actually. Block, flip, and tap. I'm in. I didn't know I can't. Hold on. Never mind. No, hold on. We tapped wrong. Auto tapper, but it left the black up, so we can't flip it. So never mind. My bad. Mux is my usual commander. That was a different game though. They built decks for us because we're all not commander players. All right, so in for 3, 17. Play a Furtive Courier. Also loots. All these loot cards are pretty good with the evidence cards. Here's a Deduce. Draw a card. La resub. Thanks so much for drawing Murder. So, interesting. We got our Big Idiot and our face down card. We could just like tap everything here and just get in for a nice chunk. I don't hate it, honestly. Just like tap like this, tap the 2 creatures, then we'll tap the monitor on their turn with the flyer. I guess I could block with the 0-3. It's kind of annoying, right? But Taparoo. Alright. Yeah, this is fun. They'll block 1. We'll untap and tap this. Maybe flip our flyer up also. Probably get a good Toxic Canal so at some point. What is this? It's pretty annoying. Yeah, so unfortunately having to tap for our morph like this kind of blew us out, but whatever, I guess. Isn't really that bad. Sure. That's fine. We have tons of clues in play, so we're pretty happy to be alive here. Just alive and kicking. Stay alive. Keep things tapped. Draw some spells. The old defensive counter. They play a lot of good cards here, honestly. Just gotta flip this thing up. Do the little unmorphy. This thing can make a thing of land, only sorcery. Here's an Eavesdropper.
You disappoint me, detective.
Take the loot again. That's pretty good. Inspector. It's a common. Alright, so we draw a Cold Case Cracker. Let's draw a card. Start there. They have a lot of stuff in play. We didn't draw land, unfortunately. Kind of want to draw land there so I can go Cracker and have this thing up too, but that being said, we should attack for 3 for free. And like, the problem is if I play the Cracker and they have their own tappy thing, we're taking infinite damage this turn. But that being said, like, we don't really have a better play, I don't think. We could Sanitation and then Analysis. That's like not very good. I'm just gonna play this. Please God, don't have tap 2 creatures. This can also potentially make a 5/5, but here comes the Surveillance Monitor and the Furtive Courier. Draw and discard. I think we're making trades for days here. I guess like the 3/2. I mean, it can't be blocked. Or we should trade. Just gonna trade everything off if we can. Could sack the Clue and make this unblockable. Discarding a Bubble Smuggler. That turns on their Whisper. I don't know why they attack with this thing too. It just seems insane, but like they had a really good attack this turn. But whatever, we'll take it. Just gonna block. Alright, so pretty awesome. Make another Clue. And now they've got infinite evidence.
And I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Alright. They're really filling this graveyard up. Jeez. Evidence for days. Discard a land. The Scholar will come in. They discard a Cold Case Cracker. Damn, their hand must be good. Yeah, we're kind of in trouble here, honestly. Alright, let's scry and then draw. Yeah, I'm actually leave a murder and analysis. Surveil one. Get a land. Sure, let's play a land. Leave up murder and analysis. We'll see what we do with the murder, but we obviously need time to crack these clues, which is a bit of a luxury we're not really leaning into at the moment. So, yeah. I mean, they're basically just blue, right? Like, none of their green cards have actually affected the game at all. Like, this could have been any random thing, and their pump spell could have been whatever also. Alright, so we can murder and then analysis, block the 4/4 and the kill the Whisperer. It's pretty good.
They've cloaked themselves.
Here comes an Inspector, collect evidence. This is also a detective? Damn.
You disappoint me, detective.
Alright. Man. My hand seems pretty good here. Alright. Well, we're gonna block. I guess we're gonna block analysis murder. We'll just deal with this thing later, I guess. This card is getting kind of scary. We're at the point in the game now where it's actually relevant. It's very irrelevant early, but I don't think I can afford to, like, just take 6 here. I guess I'm going to gain some life, too, but I want to kill the Inspector, I think, because these loots are killing me. So we're going to block, Toxin Analysis, and then do I want to cast this murder is the question. They discard a lot of lands, too, so, like, their deck is full of gas. A bounce spell here would be devastating also. Oh my god. How do you have it all? Alright. Now I think we have to cast this murder. Jeez. Alright. This sucks, but not ideal. Untap and draw a deduce. Alright, so here's Automaton. Surveil. Doesn't actually block anything, unfortunately. Draw the clue. I should draw the deduce, actually. That's stupid. Slimy dual leech. Crap. Alright, draw the deduce. So the problem is our blocks here are we just have no blocks. Man, detective stuff looking pretty good. All right, here's the the Whisperer. Take a million here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's draw a card. Not sure if we have any outs here, honestly. Swamp's probably not it. Do we chump block this turn or we wait? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You go to 3. Damn, man. Damn, man. That was a good draw. That was a really good draw. Alright, we draw the Eliminator, which is kind of clutch. Alright, so we're going to sacrifice a thingy and kill their 4/3, maybe? Cool. Play the Dual Leech. Damn, man.
I don't have friends. I have suspects.
Okay. Their deck seems extremely cohesive. So you now have a suspected Forest. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I mean, you got me. Pretty cool deck, I guess. Obviously, not our best draw. You know, not our best work for sure. But, yeah, alright, sure, I guess. Alright. Gotta get back on track here. Alright. Here's a Vein Ripper. Here's a Sumala Sentry. This is a 1/3 reach. Whenever our face down permanent you control is turned face up but counters. It's a pretty good card. We can play our Offender to get on the board. Just gotta get rolling here. Still having trouble drawing black sources, unfortunately, but Slime Against Humanity. 2/2. I wonder how many of these they have. Take one. Alright, draw land. Alright, we're gonna morph this thing. Try and set it for our Ripper. And just say go.
I mean, it literally could be anyone.
Like, try and block this morph, or the ooze if possible.
I mean, it literally could be anyone.
I mean, slam block. Great. Draw Swamp. Alright, so we're gonna go... If we had 3 swamps, we could flip this and then have the Ripper next turn. But I'm just gonna cast Old Slimy here, I think. Let's say go. I guess we could bash too. Yeah, it's bash, sure. I'm in. Sign me up. Card's good. What's up, Nico? How's it going, folks? I know I'd go from bronze to mythic. Card's good. Good solid archer here. They're going to flip up the Unyielding Gatekeeper.
Good, because I got a hot day tonight. Hot day. Dinner with Fred. Dinner with Fred.
Pretty good. Opponents are laying the beats, let me tell you. This sacrifices an artifact or creature. I'm just going to sacrifice this 2/2 and kill this thing, honestly. Just attack for 4, and then we're going to stack this and kill this. Not ideal, but staying alive is pretty important, so... Stack this. Kill the Alright, cool. They had someone to save it there, I'd have been in big trouble, but... Nico asks, did you play Magic as a job? Do you like to play off camera? I don't play that much Magic off camera, because I play Magic, 60 hours a week. I still enjoy playing, obviously, but, it's definitely time to do other things sometimes. Alright, so we're all ready to go on our Ripper here if we want it. And I think we do. We could just like tap attack and play the deuce. And try, because the thing is, we're basically sacrificing a creature to cast Ripper this turn. Because we don't really need another land. Yeah, I don't know. Out Cold plus Deduce is pretty good here. Instead of losing a creature. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm crazy, but... It also, like, we're kind of in a tempo race here, so it ensures they don't just kill us. And, like, now, like, they're at 8. They can't attack us. Now you untap and attack again, play Banner and stuff like that, too, so... We just draw Swamp, too, right? So, they're going to play a Crowd Control Ward. It's a 6/6. This is the big, green-white hybrid uncommon. Oh, I have a fight spell too, man. Their deck is pretty solid. All right, draw a card. All right, that's kind of shitty. Also kind of shitty. Man, we suck. We just can't. We're playing like more. We're playing more swamps, right? We're playing 8 swamps and 7 islands. Every game we draw 5 islands and 2 swamps. I mean, like, we're going to cast it, but... Alright, so we're going to go land. Let's tap these 3. Flip this. Make black black. We hope it saves us. It's a little scary, honestly, because, like, you know, they just kill it and attack and flip or whatever. It could die, but we'll see. It is lifelink, too, which kind of gas, so hey, Leroy. Here comes the... So this is a second Warden, we just die. That's why I wasn't thrilled about this. I just don't see how he can not block here. Like, anything that kills this basically kills us. And most things, I guess. We have 2 clues in play. I want to block. We're going to have 3 clues in play. Yeah, so we were dead. Dead, we didn't block. We're going to Death Touch and get a clue. So we still win the combat. We still get a trade. We drain for 4. They're at 4. We draw Murder. It's pretty good. Alright. Let's just lean on these clues. That's kind of gas. Sure. Now we're at 16 life too, so... Say go. Get our poison on. We get this Murder lined up too. They went this way. Okay. Alright, take 6. I mean, I think we're pretty well lined up now. Okay. Out cold. That's you. You're out cold. Get out of here. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, I had fun. I had a great freaking time. Let's go. We got some crackers here. I have a match against other streamers. Yeah, it happens. I just played against my, who I assume was my Pro Tour teammate from back in the day, a few matches ago. Keep 7. All right, Mount. Oh, there's our buddy. I want to draw Doppelgang now, not Rain Ripper. All right, they have their land thingy. We got our gadget guy. It's cool. Little gadget dude.
You disappoint me, detective.
No land? Come on. What are you doing, opponent? All right, attack. We draw land also, I guess, but I can always suspect this thing. They find their land, and they also play a gadget here. We draw land though. Second. All right, so go land. We actually might want to leech here. Nah, just play the cracker. Just say go.
Worst criminal offenders are pursued by the detectives of the Major K Squad.
Here's a morph.
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Alright. I wish I could tap creatures to this thing. That'd be a lot better. I'm just gonna kill this gadget here and just play a tap land. I gotta make this land drop, I think. Yeah, just whatever. Just kill this and just send it. Just go. 7's a lot, you know, so great trade for us. We got our crappy 2-drop for their morph. Their morph was a Mistway Spy. Gotta play this. Tap it. We got mana, we got the board, we got everything going on for us. That missed land drop's pretty rude. They have their own cold case crackers, sure. I mean, I guess we attack. It's funny because, like, I kind of would like to just wait and be able to tap 2 things, but, like, this is just a good trade for us with the Gadgeteer in play also. We just draw a card, too, so we get a 1 mana clue. Crack. Costs 1 to crack it. Crack the clue. And draw a land. Awesome. Just play another cracker. We got the Vein Ripper up next too. Looking forward to building up this card constructed. Didn't make it into 10 new brews, but so Jeskai blue cards. Blue just seemed to be pretty awesome. Another cracker. Pick one, pack one, vein drinker or whatever, Vein Ripper. All right, so this is just insane. I'm just gonna play a Ripper and stack. So, old Rippy boy coming in. Z, was that you who sent the books for Cassian? Now what, friend? Z, thank you so much, my friend. That was so kind of you. We got a package in the mail like a few days ago, just to the P.O. box. I have P.O. box if you didn't know. It's in the thing. And it was just a couple books for Cassian. All right, they have a kill spell, but like they have to lose literally everything to kill this thing. So they lose this, drain for 2. This thing dies, drain for 2. Yeah, they're just super dead. But I got some baby books for Cassian. They're super kind of you. Thanks so much. I'm glad you came in chat because I had no way to contact you, and thank you so much. Yeah, they're pretty dead here, all things considered. So we get the leech attack. Oh, I'm sorry, they are actually just dead. I keep forgetting this thing triggers when you play it. So sweet, we'll take that.
Game. Blouses.
Boom. I don't think it's Asia Avenger. It could be though. All right, we got a kind of crappy 2-lander here. It doesn't have, obviously it's Island Ripper. Because we're playing 7 islands and 8 swamps. But we're gonna mulligan this. Stand's not very good. Even though we're on the draw. If it was Swamp Island, then maybe you can buy it. Oh, it's awesome, Z. It's great. I didn't know that. We have a Morph and a 4-drop, but no black. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. Our hand's too good to mulligan. Also, maybe we'll find Doppelgang too. So, all right. So, much better hand. We get to keep this, and I'm gonna ship the Gadget here. It's a cute card, but like it doesn't really do a lot for us. We have a removal spell, a cracker, 2 removal spells, and a cracker, which is great. So, ship this one. Nicole, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
So our mysterious benefactors in chat, or Cassians, Z's in chat.
Thank you.
So, and apparently,
so cute.
Z is the author of those books.
Yes, I read. That's what the note says. It's like I wrote these books, and
I missed that part.
Their name is on the books.
I missed that part of the note.
They're illustrated by 2 different people. I read the books, and they are fantastic. Thank you so much.
You read them or Cassian read them?
I read them.
To Cassian or just to yourself?
No, just to myself.
Nicole just read them. Okay. Wow. Stealing the poor kids' books. That's great. Anyway.
I just wanted to read through them.
All right. So, you got a content check?
They're
Make sure
very
there's nothing
not
up in there.
Content check.
All right. So, we're going to play a Morph. And, well, yes. Thank you again. Appreciate it. All right. Play a Morph. Say go.
I suppose it could be almost anybody.
Yeah, this guy again. Blocking is like kind of tempting. I guess like it makes their collect evidence a little better too. We don't really need this, you know, like if I had Doppelgang in my hand maybe, but we don't, so I'm gonna block. What do you got? Okay, you can't lose a combat with 4 less mana, so it was a Rockish Scoundrel. Yeah, Z, you're more than welcome to post a link to your book if you'd like to in chat. Alright, so they're just going to make a 4-4 and say go. A 5-5, sorry. I mean, we could just kill this, like... We could also out cold. And just like, killing the land is not bad either, honestly. Like, Stone Rain, that's why this card's kind of rough, because it's hard to use early in the game. Using it on turn 4 is, like, pretty aggressive. I'm going to play the Cold Case Cracker. Because if we draw a land, we can go Morph and then kill the 5/5s. So that's pretty good. So, or kill the Whisperer, I guess. Alright, so play a Swamp. Here comes a 5/5. Let's see what they do here. Stone Rain is tempting. Forest Plant Boar. Morph.
I will be a master of disguise.
Okay, that's actually kind of awesome. So, what do we kill? We kill the Forest, the Whisper. We kill the Forest. Attack for 3, play a Morph. They can't do it again. And then when they can do it again, yeah, I think I just kill the Forest. We're early enough in the game where the mana really matters, so let's just jam. And then we're going to play Push. Push it real good. And we're going to like Morph as they go. We're also like kind of beaten down this game too. Next turn can be Murder and Flip, which is pretty good too. And then we have Out Cold also, so kind of like an odd tempo game. We're definitely the control deck usually, but 2 good flyers, some tappy effects is pretty good tempo. And again, killing a land's good tempo too. So tie for 2, no blocks. If I kill the Whisperer, they keep the Forest. So the whole point is that like we can Stone Rain them, put them down a mana, and they can't activate it again because I don't have any cards in the graveyard. So okay. It's a little weird. So, I'm definitely down to Out Cold on their turn. I think we attack with both, and then I'm going to flip it up and untap the Cracker. Just don't want to have the Flyer. Yeah, so let's do that. So let's attack. It's kind of full controls in case. Before blockers, we're going to flip this. Untap this. And then their turn will Out Cold both Morphs. Rather have Vigilance here than here, right? Assassin's Trophy. I'm trying to Forest in my deck, jeez. That's fine, sure. So we'll search for a... Yeah, no Forest. Just Swamp. Still in pretty good shape. I would say worse shape now, but... And then we're going to untap. We got Out Cold and a Clue, which is good too. Extra mana for Clues is pretty nice as well. I want Doppelgang. That's what I want to do. Just sit here until I draw Doppelgang and a Rain Source. Tap 3 for another Morph. Okay. Alright. I mean, sure. Which Morphs do we tap is the question. They didn't attack or do anything really super exciting. Except these two. Second Morph, usually best Morph, is a good heuristic, correct? Can't be countered. Wah. Tap it. Make a Clue. Clue's big here, obviously. Deduced, also cool. Cast Deduce. Another Cracker, sure. Wow, they have the Stun Chains. I like the Stun Chains. So, we keep tapping their things and not killing them so they can't collect evidence, which is awesome. We got 2 flyers. These things are not going to untap. We got some clues. They have a Nervous Gardener is their flip. Sure. So get a basic. You got Plains. If you kill the O3, will land stop being a creature, yes. Still have his Murder. Having 2 Crackers in play is great too, because like if they kill these, they get more clues. It's awesome. I'm freaking, this card is phenomenal. I absolutely adore this card. Great limited card. Oh, face down cards don't get the chains. That's weird. They're attacking. All right, no blocks. What do you got? Please don't be like that Mythic Angel. Okay. So they attack. Oh no, we need green. They attack with this 2/2. They threat saying that it's big, basically. And then they unmorph the creeper to kill a clue. We're like the best shape here. We draw a card. It's another freaking land. I think we just say go. I don't think we can afford to attack anymore. I guess we can. I'm sorry. They're dead in 2 turns. I just want to freaking resolve this doppelganger. We just attack with both. Murder a thing, attack with both. Yeah, sure. Probably not going to get to doppelgang here, unfortunately, but let's say go. We have murder. They try and kill us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. If they were at 7 after the attack, I wouldn't have attacked. But just 2 turn clock, so. It's weird because like you want these to die. So we kind of want to block and trade. But Raph, reset, thanks so much. Alright. No effects. Alright, we're going to kill the 5/5. This turns on the Whisperer, but I think for now it's fine. We have no untapped green sources, unfortunately, so we can morph the land, but maybe I should have gotten the 2. I think this is wrong, actually. Yeah, this is wrong. I punted. There's no reason to do this. I should have gone to 2 and presented lethal, I think. I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to say. I guess like attacking sort of commits us to this. We just have to do this. I think I shouldn't have attacked. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. Because we know this morph is big, because that was how they attacked previously. And now we're like kind of scared. They have a 5/5 coming too. Because if they have a blocker or a way to kill one of these, we probably just can't win anymore. And like, blocking would have been so much better. And then blocking forces the issue. And we could have used our murder offense as a blowout instead. I think I might have punted, yeah. It's got reach and a morph, yeah. We draw on their land, yeah. I am very, very displeased with my choice. Now we're just dead, basically. They chump block with this thing. They attack and kill us. We can't attack. Yeah, yeah. I hate our play there. I actually just detest our play there. All right, hate it. Insidious Roots. That's funny. The land gets a plant token. Doesn't have trample though, which is important. That's funny. So that happens first. Okay. All right. So double block. Get a clue. This card's insane. We can cast it, we win the game. We just can't cast it yet. Toxic Analysis. That's really awkward. Sure. Untap. Repeat Offender. So you can pump this twice, make it have 3 power. Block and then pump. Alright, we're like still sort of alive. It's not great, but the lifelink here helps out a bit too. Definitely drawn a few too many lands this game, but I really, really hate that attack. You probably could have gotten them to commit to something and then blown them out with the murder. It's been a much better spot. Here comes this morph. This is pretty good, actually, if only the morph comes in. Because I can block and then they flip it and then analysis. We have 3 lands to make green in our deck. We have 2 Thoroughfares and the branch. It's obviously a late game card, so, you know, we're halfway through our deck, haven't seen one yet, which is so unfortunate, but it's like if we had played a forest like that, the trophy would have fixed us, but I think playing a forest is incorrect in this deck. Alright, so this is a 2-drop. I mean, pretty happy with this. Like, we gain minimum of 3 life if necessary. This is going to trade. They go for a big flip here. We just kill it. This might be a big creature, I think. This is a nail biter. It's a crazy game here. They live over a Forum Familiar. This is turned face up. Return another target permanent you control to its owner's hand and put a +1/+1 counter on Forum Familiar. Okay. So we're going to bounce this thing. And then just pass the damage. I kind of want to cast the analysis because I just want to cast it so I can get attack my clue. We can also just do this twice. All right, let's do this.
And that's when I saw him. My first suspect.
This adds a counter. Then analysis. Alright, so we wash on life, get a clue. Still got some work to do here, obviously, but... So I get to collect evidence here, too. It's kind of gross. Probably dead, honestly. Yeah. God, come on. Let's draw a spell, man. Slimy Dual Leech. I don't think that does it, but it just sucks so bad that we just can't draw a. We can't just like rip the green source. There's Doppelgang for X equals, you know, what was this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Wait, yeah, for 8 mana. Or we have an 11 mana Doppelgang, which wins the game literally by itself. We just like can't cast it yet. And we can't draw an untapped green source. So like if they're smart, they'll kill the leech, which is very bad for us. But maybe they won't. Yeah, sure. Alright. Could have maybe chumped it. Man, their deck is really good, too. Double Sentry. Maybe I should just chumped and cracked the clue. Double Sentry is absurd. Yeah, we're dead. Tough game. Sucks if we had just drawn the we already used the branch, I guess, but if we had just drawn one of our green sources, the Doppelgang wins the game by itself, which is unfortunate. Deck's really good too, but yeah, 4/4, 3/5. This is gonna grow the plants. Also, they don't have enough stuff for that. Will they go for lethal? Yeah, the bad attack losses this game for sure. Because I would have had better blocks, use the murder better, be able to crack more clues, and like maybe like their board's really good right now. They have a bunch of great uncommons in play, and they're really doing it for sure. But I would have a better chance, I think. Here comes we're still alive somehow. Got a 5/5. Opponent's like very, very scared of this card. They're actually gonna kill the Cracker. Wow, and he gave us a clue too. Cool. All right, sure. All right. I mean, we're still alive. Now they can whisper, unfortunately, but what am I going to do? Yeah, if we had killed this. All right, so I've now underestimated this card two games in a row. All right. Draw another land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
A deduce. All right. Surveil. Another land. That was a pretty good draw. All right. Maybe we're still alive here with the out cold. All right. Say go. I'm trying, folks. We still haven't found a green source, despite the fact that we're freaking only have 12 cards in our deck. It's so sick because, like, Vayne Ripper isn't even that good here. Doppelgang is insane here. It would win the game by itself. So we're going to tap the 5/5 and the largest other creature, I guess. Sure. Opponents are playing very, very scared for sure. There are 5, I suppose, so. What's in our deck? What's left? We got a Scholar, which would be that's an okay draw. Deduce, Gadgeteer. Eliminator's a great draw. Interrogators is a good draw. Ripper's a good draw. Tipster, sure. All right. Okay. If we can survive for one more turn and cast this Doppelgang, I'm gonna bust. All right, so let's play this thing and tap this and then draw. Spell. No. All right, say go. Block 2 things. No! 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 We were gonna do it! You son of a... They gonna cast a tabby thing and just kill us? Oh. No! We were casting it for so much! So much! Oh my god. Oh no. I'm so sad. So we had 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So we were going to cast it X equals 3. We were going to get 9 5/5s. So sad.
Give me what I want! That's not what I want! Give me what I want!
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Sadness. All right, so a very, very sad ending. Again, I think we could have maybe won that game if we had played a little bit differently. And our other 2 losses, we got exploited a little bit because our deck was a little clunky. A lot of 4 drops, not a lot of good things to do on 1 and on 2 and 3. But overall, this deck was pretty good, right? You know, I think I could easily gotten 7 wins, obviously in bronze, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. We had some pretty good top end cards too. Blue-black control-y stuff does seem quite good. So 6 and 3, a real heartbreaker. Episode 1's in the books. Episode 2 of Bronze Mythic's coming up. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. You're all great.